Name one movie you will never watch again because of how disturbing it was.
I actually have 3. Let me show you. This movie right here, Nightmare Fuel. They really took You Are What You Eat way too seriously. And also, imagine going to Canada for a podcast and leaving a walrus. Or not leaving and becoming a walrus. I would sue. This movie right here, if you ever think you're having a bad day and your life is falling apart, just remember, at least you're not this middle person right here. And lastly, we have Gerald's Game. This movie scared me so much that when Googling it, I can't even click on images because the guy's face pops up. If you know, you know. I'm convinced that Stephen King saw 50 Shades of Grey and said, how can I make this traumatizing? And came up with this. I have 3 more. This movie right here. I thought that this was going to be another historical drama, but it wasn't. The ending especially grabbed my heart, ripped it out, and I've never been the same since. Megan is Missing. You would think after the director came out and gave everybody a warning about watching this movie that I would heed this warning and not watch it. No, I watched it and it ruined my night. And finally, The Strange Things About the Johnsons. This has to be the most disturbing movie. I should have put this in part 1, but I forgot about it. The first 5 minutes alone had me audibly gasping. Why I decided to sit there and finish watching the whole movie, we'll never know. I can't even talk. Suggestions of disturbing movies. First, we have VHS. Imagine you go into an abandoned house and you find dusty old VHS tapes, and your survival instinct is to watch these VHS tapes. The movie is just a solid reminder, in my opinion, if you were to ever find yourself in an abandoned house and you see VHS tapes, mind your business. Next, we have the Poughkeepsie tapes. This film is basically a documentary. Basically, you're watching a serial unaliver. You're watching his home movies. Finally, we have this movie right here. I don't even know if I can say the name of this movie here on TikTok. I'm just going to put the name on the screen. This one is a really hard watch. It was basically so bad that, fun fact, the director of this movie was put on trial for unaliving because they thought this movie was so real. Unfortunately, there were animals harmed in the making of this movie, but no human being, which we're happy about. And also, this movie was banned in the UK, Norway, Finland, Iceland, New Zealand. This one's a really hard watch. I highly suggest you're fully aware that this one's really gory and graphic. Don't know if it's up to a Serbian film's level of horror and graphic because I haven't seen that movie yet, but nonetheless, it is really bad. And because I love you guys, I'm going to throw in one more honorable mention. Would be the 1999 Japanese horror film The Audition. This movie is basically about a widower who plans an audition to get a new wife, and lo and behold, he ends up with a lady who starts out shy and quiet and ends up being deranged. Highly recommend this movie. I really liked it. I didn't find it to be that disturbing, but it's still a good watch.